Hey guys and girls, this is the Furious, known by the name of Man of Fury, aka the underdog for the underground, doing another double review on One Piece manga chapters 901 and 902. Letting y'all know, spoilers will be told, so please proceed at your own risk. On that note, let's go. Alright guys and girls, far as 901, 901 in One Piece and the manga chapter was one of the most controversial chapters that I've ever seen in some time. And we already know what happened at the end of 900. And in the 900, we see the flag of the straw hats in the water, and we see, or we believe at that time, we thought we saw that the Sunny Go took considerable damage by Big Mom's main ship. And right off the bat in 901, we see that that's not the case. We see that Wadasume did like a quick reflex motion and just grabbed the Straw Hat ship, put it in his mouth, and we see that the Sun Pirates switch out the Sunny Go for their legendary Fisher Tiger ship. And right off the bat, that's where the controversy started because the way 900 ended was so epic, so amazing. At the same time, it was so confusing. That's what made 900 a legendary chapter because we didn't know what was going on when we read 900. And in this chapter 901, it seemed like it quickly made 900 into a lesser chapter. Like instead of 900 being the legendary chapter that could have been, it weakened it significantly to the point it made it like a lesser, more average chapter. Even though what happened with Wadasume and the Fisherman Tiger ship and everything made sense logically, I'm thinking because how amazing it was in the manga, as far as how everything at the end of 900 transpired, as far as we see Big Mom's ship just shooting at what we thought was the Straw Hat ship at that time, and all the reactions we had when we seen that because we didn't know what was going to happen. It made it so hype, so amazing that to see what actually happened in this chapter, it just made it like a lesser quality of a reaction. It's like if you have a masterpiece, and then if you look up closely at it, like a week or two later, and you realize it's not the same masterpiece as you first looked at, it got some flaws to it. Your first impression of it is always the best impression at the current moment until you do like more specific research or look at it closer. Then you be like, it's not quite as amazing as I thought it was. And not on one basically very much cheapened 900. It's not on Oda's fault per se, but it's just like how he set up for the expectations of how he created 900. And then when 901 comes out, you just like, that's it. The Fisherman Island Pirates, or the Fisherman Pirates, the ones that basically was getting their asses handed to them by Oven because he heated up the water somehow, some way, had enough gumption, had enough balls to basically switch out the ship somehow, some way without any rhyme or reason, and gave Radasume a chance to escape with the Straw Hat Sunny Go, and without no issues, without nobody noticing right away. And I think that is like the real flaw as far as not only this chapter and but with the whole cake island in general. It's like lots of inconsistencies and lots of pacing issues that basically throws off the whole cake island arc in this chapter to being a complete classic, what it could have been, to being like a below average arc at most. But I will discuss that in a later time. And as far as Jinbei wanting to stay behind. When we see the Fisherman Island pirates at the end, or close to the end of the chapter, when they were saying that they're going to protect the weird side of the ship from Big Mom pirates, so the Straw Hats can make their last ditch push to escape from Whole Cake Island. We see that Jinbei comes to a realization. I'm sorry, getting tongue tied. A realization that the fact that he can't leave his crew behind. The same crew that basically he's been going on journeys with for the past couple years. He realizes that he can't just go ahead on and start his new adventure with the Straw Hats and let his old crew go to die. So at the split instance, that's when we see Jinbei volunteer himself to help his crew, like change the waves against the Big Mouth Pirates to prevent them from following the Straw Hats so they can escape. And when I read that in the manga, it was like very upsetting to me because of the fact that this whole arc was about retrieving Sanji, saving Vinsmokes, make sure everybody get out unscathed. And for this to happen to the point where we see like, okay, Jinbei officially became a member of the Straw Hats. And for them to escape, another Straw Hat had to be sacrificed to stay behind. That's like the thing that pissed me off the most because we hyped up Jinbei all this time when the Big Mom was chasing after the cake. And we see Jinbei's skills as a like steering the ship. And in a split second, that's it. Jinbei gotta sacrifice himself because it was convenient writing, just so Luffy and everybody else can escape. So that's why I was pissed off about the ending of 901. Maybe Oda has something else up his sleeve. I want y'all to let me know in the comment section below what y'all think is actually going to happen to Jinbei. Is Jinbei actually going to die? Or he going to stay alive somehow, some way? He going to make a deal with Big Mom? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Because right now, after seeing that in 901, I'm not sure what to think as far as what's going to happen with Jinbei. So if y'all can leave something in the comment section below and give me y'all opinions and thoughts, I definitely appreciate it. And the last thing I want to talk about is Big News Morgan, his self-proclamation that whoever from the worst generation is going to be the next Pirate King, and he's already got his idea that Luffy can be, just by seeing the feats that Luffy does so far. I find that interesting because it's like, I want to know why Big News Morgan is taking so much interest in Luffy. Hopefully we get some more information about Morgan in the future. But that's another quick thing I want y'all to tell me. Leave something in the comment section below. Alright, with manga chapter 902, it's basically the official end of the whole Cake Island arc. As this chapter try to wrap up many loose ends. As we can see with the Sunny Go, we see the Sunny Go on the outskirts of the Big Mom territory. And we see that Sanji finally found out that Pedro died and he blames himself. And with Sanji, as far as his character development that he got during this whole Cake Island arc, as far as overall power, that's still up in the air as far as did he grow because we didn't see him have an incredible fight that most Sanji fanboys wanted. As far as growth as a character, we did see lots of development on this note because we see that Sanji now understands the reasoning why his mother always believed in him, even though at that time he was the weakest Finsbook. It wasn't the fact that he was faster than the rest of them or stronger. It was just like the fact that he stayed true to himself. And now, when you think about it, I know lots of fans wanted him to be more powerful or had that credible fight. But if we compare Sanji to a normal person in the world, we see lots of people in the world nowadays that try to be something they're not or trying to change their outlook of life by wearing clothes or changing their personality and stuff like that. Sanji is who he is. He's basically will feed anybody in need when they ask, help anybody in need. He's basically the person that stayed true to his ideals and morals, as far as not kicking a woman, always feeding somebody. And nowadays, when we consider how it is in the real world, when anybody would change up in a second just to fit in, this Sanji is a Sanji that everybody can connect to because he's just like the regular person, without showing off, without flash. He just a Sanji with a good heart. Now I'm thinking that's what basically Oda was trying to state. Like Sanji is not Sora. They two different personalities. And why not we're going to see Sora's time to shine. And we're going to see more character development with Sora as far as his personality. As far as Sanji, he's just a complete person. They might be rivals, they might be close in power, however y'all want to believe. But Sanji, he's just a different animal. And as far as the character development we see in this arc, as far as Sanji, for just on that note alone, is Sanji. How many people want Carrot to officially become part of the Straw Hat crew? So if y'all do, just leave something in the comment section below stating why. If you don't, same thing. Let me know in the comment section why not. And also in this chapter, we see that Pudding erased the kiss that her and Sanji had for whatever reason. It's like one of those catch 22s where it's like if Sanji kissed somebody but he don't remember it, do it even count type of things. Because we know all the time Sanji wanted was a chance to kiss a girl or feel like a woman actually loved and appreciated him. And the time that finally happens is now that Pudding is in mad love with him, she erases his memory. So as far as Sanji, he took a major L on that. And I'm wondering though, even though she erases memories, is it permanent? Is it a way that Sanji down the line can remember those feelings or that kiss? Because even though she erased Sanji memories, Sanji was like, "Hey, Pudding, what was the thing he's going to tell me?" It's like he still kind of sort of remember. I don't know. Did she just edit that particular part of the kiss and just left the rest of his memories intact, or what? Because we still know the full capabilities of her memory powers. So I don't know if it's gonna be something that Sanji can remember to kiss again if they do meet up somehow down the line. So kind of interesting, something food for thought. And as we get closer to the end of the chapter, we see that the Fin Smokes and the Fishman Island pirates are still behind. So in the comment section below, y'all can give me your opinions on what y'all think about the year of Sanji, as far as his character development, his growth, and do y'all agree or disagree with the comments I said about Sanji, as far as staying true to himself. And as we get further into the chapter, we see that Rabbit is still having some issues dealing with Pedro's death. Even though he's trying to cheer up, she's trying to cheer up Sanji. We see that it's still hurting her heart for the Pedro did. And I just hopefully hope Kara do officially become a Straw Hat because I see her as a great benefit, a great asset to the crew. Have like a helmsman slash lookout, far as she can give us some different interactions and reaction with the rest of the crew when the whole crew do get back together. So that's something quick I also want y'all to talk about, like you, how many people might care. And as far as the putting Sanji thing, we see in part of the chapter where putting basically erased the kiss out Sanji's mind. For that, it's like Sanji took a major L because we already know Sanji wanted to get a kiss from a woman all this time. He wanted a woman to fall in love with him. It's like now that Pudding fell in love with him, the main thing that Sanji wanted, guess what? Pudding erased his memory of the kiss. And another side question is, how long do you think Pudding memory ability works for? Because it was kind of interesting after she did that, Sanji snapped back into it. It was like, okay, so what was the question or what was the problem you wanted to discuss? And like it was nothing. So is it possible down the line that Sanji can get his memories back of that kiss, or how was that truly work? Because it seems like I just don't want the whole putting Sanji thing to go away. Even we do get back to Whole Cake or we do meet up with Big Mom, I do want them to meet again and interact. And I do want Pudding to finally express her true feelings to Sanji if they do meet back up in like a Whole Cake Island Part 2 or Elbath if Big Mom shows up and we finally could see that because I just want to see what would happen because how would Sanji interact with that, finding out that somebody actually loves him like he always wanted a female to love him. So that's kind of intriguing to me if we do get the character development. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below about that. Far as y'all want Sanji and Pudding to hook up one day down the line, if they do meet back up. And at the end of the chapter, we got Big Mom full rage facing off with the Finsmokes and the Fishman Island Pirates and Jinbei. And as we know, this is a conclusion. I want to know what y'all think is going to happen with Jinbei, the Finsmokes, and everything. Is we going to see them again, maybe in Wano? Is they going to die? Is some of them going to die? Just let me know what y'all think. And like I said, I have no answers for that, so we can leave something in the comment section below and discuss it. And on that note, I'm gonna say goodnight, and a man's dreams will never die.